Hi guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Taylor and today I'm here with some more Third Life fan art. This time it's in a comic style. So I got inspired by this little conversation that goes on when the group is about to ask Grian to trade. They were going to give him a lot of different stuff for his villagers. So this is, pretty big moment. They have a little conversation through the chat, and I thought it would be cool to make it in a comic style. Because that's really the only way you can get in, dialogue and phrasing and stuff. And it made it pretty simple because it was, already laid out for me. I did that little design, and then I planned out traditionally how I wanted it to all look. This is just, little startup, and then here at the top. It might look a little bit weird to go skinny, and so I decided to zoom it in. That way you can see it well, and all that good stuff. The sizing of the page size I chose might have not been the smartest one to work with, but for comic style, I needed it to be skinnier. This took me 15.5 hours. That's not including the time I took to draw it out traditionally, mind you. That actually took me a long time. So now at the bottom, line art, pretty simple. I actually was pretty proud of myself because while working traditionally, I was able to figure out how to make Grian's character look a lot like how Grian has his little animated form whenever he talks sometimes. Occasionally he'll use it. So I was actually kind of proud of myself for making it look similar to that. Bdubs' hair was hard, I remember. Actually, I've drawn so much that I'm trying to remember what I was annoyed with. There's some things that, I did Thursday night that I was just like, oh man, this looks terrible, and I don't like it, and it's hard. But stuff before that, so anything to start off with, this, that I did beforehand, or before all that, the final stuff, which I'll show you in a moment, I don't remember it being too difficult. I actually had a lot of fun doing the comic style, and I'm still doing more fan art. I will. I might just have a tad bit of burnout for the next half week or so. So you might not get another fan art drawing thing for another week. I'm not used to drawing this much, but it's been really fun, and I've got other ideas. But, I decided I didn't want to try to push myself to do something within 24 hours because it takes me, 5 hours at least to do a drawing with my style. So I think I've improved since my first video. And you might be wondering why. And in a moment I had to draw Smajor, which I did actually last. But last week's video I drew Smajor, and I felt like looking at that piece, I felt like it was a little bit messy. I felt like I was able to get a lot cleaner look. I think it might have been getting used to the brushes I was using and things as such. I feel like that one I didn't use everything properly, and I don't know why. Either way, I decided to shift around the frames a little bit, or whatever you want to call the comic parts. I don't really know terms. Yeah, I had to move them around because they weren't even enough. But, I'm pretty happy with this first panel, or set of panels. I have no idea what the terms are. I guess page? Would I just call it page in each individual panel? That's what they're called, right? Good grief. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm totally don't know what I'm talking about here. I just pasted the top tree because I was, a little bit, I don't think it's laziness so much as knowing that I could take that shortcut, and so I'm not going to draw another tree. Had fun drawing all these characters, though. I like how Impulse turned out. Second time around, I had a lot of frustration with him, because I had to draw everybody really small for, you'll see for the last frame, I guess. I don't know. Once again, panel, I guess. I don't know why, but every time I draw something I drew gold in the past and now the diamond, I really like the way those turn out. It's something about, I really like how sometimes lighting and things like shiny stuff turns out. I know that's very bad grammar. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't do much lighting, and so I probably need to get better at that, but overall, I did the historic tree stump because they actually mentioned that in their video, actually. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep that in there. I'm gonna put that in. So now I'm moving on to my next panel page. Going to the next page or slide or whatever. This bottom part alone, took me, I think it was like 7 to 8 hours. That's just because there's so many characters. And let me tell you, I have learned my lesson. Never again am I gonna use so many characters. Because that is a very bad idea. And it takes a very long time to draw them all out. It was fun parts of the time, and then other times I was just like, I want this to be over. But I listened to all the Third Life videos while I'm doing it, so that way I can keep up with everyone's. Right now I'm only through the second session, like I haven't even watched up to the more recent ones. But yeah, I enjoy it. It's just very time consuming, and I'm probably going to take a few days break of drawing, unless I just really want to make more. I think I need to do something else for a couple days, though. I think over the weekend I'll do something else. But yeah, I don't know why these characters just take me forever to draw, and I might be detailing. Just the whole drawing in general takes me a while, but I wanted everything to look good, so that's the price I pay for wanting it to look nice. But not saying that not spending a lot of time doesn't make it look nice. It's just like, for me, I have to spend a lot longer to get it to that level, whereas not everybody does. Yeah, I actually like how things turned out, though, in a Minecraft style. It's been a while since I've actually drawn a ton in Minecraft, so it's been fun to do that again, I think. I used to draw my book characters a lot, but I haven't been writing as much, so I don't have as many new scenes to draw, and usually I would do stuff like action scenes. But yeah, it's fun because Third Life is giving me a lot of content of things to draw, and I'd like to say now that if you'd like me to do something, put suggestions in. I would really like suggestions because, you know, it's kind of like a thing that, if I have an idea, maybe if I see something that I can expand upon or whatever, or if somebody has a similar idea that they would like me to do, and to something I've had, then that kind of means this idea is probably pretty good, and I should probably go ahead and do it. Honestly, I have so many ideas, but I don't mind having more, because I'm not gonna do all of them. Like, it's like writing or whatever else you do. You have all these ideas, and then you have to pick and choose which ones you want to go for. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. Overall, I've already drawn Etho, so I kind of knew what I was getting into this time. This time I didn't have to fix him. This time I didn't have to fix his dimensions. That's great. There's always that one problem in the drawing, though, which I still ran into. Once again, I did. But, you know, Etho looks pretty good. This time around, he looks pretty good. Impulse was my problem. And you'll see in a moment, it's the hair. You can tell right off the bat, just looking at it, something just looks off. I was like, to me, I would describe it as too feminine looking, and maybe it's just the way I draw things, but it might just be how the hair is so big. Eventually, I got it worked out, but I spent so long, and it doesn't seem like long in the SpeedPaint, but there's a reason it took me like almost 10 hours on this one part. It's just I had so much difficulty, and it got better, as you can tell. I kept working on it. I would not let it stop there. But it did get better, and I think it helped that I finally remembered to add the little beard part. I don't know what you call that. I can't think of terms today. I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna make myself look like an idiot at this point. But yeah, it did look better after a while, and even after that, I wasn't satisfied. Tango's was interesting to draw. I've never drawn Tango before, so I had a little bit of trouble on the sleeve part because it goes from sleeve to skin over and over, or different parts. But I did handle that pretty well, I think. Overall it looks pretty good. By the time I started working on Tango, I was kind of done with it. And then there was, I had to go back over and fix Cleo's hair because I forgot the little green patches. But see, I fixed Impulse. I was still unhappy with it, and I fixed him. I gave him a little smile. Yeah, I think I did fix it, and then I remembered the yellow on the sleeves. But yeah, it's been a very wild ride. And now we move on to the part that I did of Smajor. And I think I improved a lot on his character design, I think, and just how I executed it. I think it looks a lot cleaner now. And to me, that's like, yes, I did it. Another thing I'd like to mention, though, is the fact that it didn't take me that long. Like, this part might have taken me, like, 2 hours, and that might have just been part of it, was that I was trying to get the lettering, like, really nice. But I did the line art at night. Lately, I've been staying up at night, listening to music, and just drawing, and that's helped me get through all these. But I did that, and then the rest of it I did all in one day, but it wasn't too bad. I didn't feel like I was stressing out about it as much, and it might have just been that I knew I was almost over with it. But I think I successfully did this part, all in one day. I did take a lot of time making sure the letters look nice, even though it doesn't really look like it. I went back to make sure it looked the best it could. Yeah, as you can tell, I went over it again because I was like, I'm not very happy with this. It was one of those things, I really wanted it to look as good as I could get it to look, and so, I don't know how long. I probably spent a good 20 minutes making sure that I could write properly, but, you know, I'm happy with it. I'm really happy with it. It's good to be done. I'm still probably going to be back next week with, like, drawing. I'm saying I'm going to take a break, but I'm probably not, in all fairness. I'm going to try to take a little bit easier, I think. Yeah, it's been really fun. I've got a lot of ideas still, like an entire Word document filled with different ideas for fan art. But, gotta say thank you for watching this episode. If you liked it, watch the previous one, too. And stick around for more, please. Yeah. This is Taylor, signing off.